detective with the Sparks Police Department, and we'll be talking about the officer-involved shooting investigation concerning the officer-involved shooting that occurred March 10th, 2016 at approximately 8:13 p.m. in the area of Lemon Drive and Virginia Street in Reno, Nevada. At approximately 8:13 p.m. Yesterday, March 10th, a male subject called 911 claiming that a child had died. And this individual who called 911 indicated that he was armed with a firearm and wanted to kill someone. Members of the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, along with members of the Reno Police Department, learned that the subject was in the area of the Amazon warehouse in the area of 800 North Virginia in Reno. Contact was made with employees at the Amazon warehouse due to the fact that the individual was identified as being in that area, armed with a firearm and indicating that he wanted to kill someone. Those officers and deputies worked with the businesses in that area and attempted to lock those areas down and secure those areas while attempting to locate this individual who called and reported that they wanted to shoot someone. Numerous officers and deputies responded to that area and began looking for this individual who had called. The Washoe County Sheriff's Office Raven helicopter was also deployed to the area and began an aerial search assisting the ground officers and deputies in an effort to find this individual. Watch commanders from the Sheriff's Office, from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office and the Reno Police Department were also on scene and coordinating the efforts, the search efforts there, and also limiting access to the area. At approximately 8:59 p.m. as law enforcement personnel were searching, this subject, talking with emergency communications personnel, and said he was armed with a shotgun and was going to shoot the next car that he saw. At approximately 9:21 p.m., the subject approached officers and deputies in the area of Lemon Drive and Virginia Street. The officers and deputies began talking to the subject, who was armed with a long gun and what appeared to them to be a rifle or a shotgun. The deputies and officers consistently talked with this individual, trying to defuse the situation in an attempt to have this individual disarm himself and continue conversation about what was occurring. An armored SWAT vehicle and numerous marked police vehicles were on scene and at the location. The officers and deputies on scene in the area had stationed themselves behind the cover of these vehicles and continued negotiating and talking with this individual for approximately 16 minutes. As the negotiations proceeded for this 16-minute time period, this individual transferred the long gun, which appeared to be again a shotgun or a rifle, to these officers and deputies on scene. This individual transferred that firearm from one hand to another during this period of time. And this can be seen on news footage, local news footage that was captured during this event. This weapon that the individual had in his hands was visible to the officers in those immediate areas. At approximately 9:37 p.m., this subject pointed this firearm at the officers. Multiple officers fired at the subject, and the subject was incapacitated. Officers and deputies then approached this individual, and they immediately provided medical treatment. Fire and medics responded to this location and also took over the medical treatment of this individual. This individual at the time was then transported to the Renown Medical Center, where he was determined to be deceased. The identity of this individual has been identified as Artier. It's A-R-T-E-A-I-R, Porter, P-O-R-T-E-R. His date of birth is 12/9/93. There was an autopsy earlier this morning, and the medical examiner's office had positively identified this person as the individual involved in the situation. The regional officer involved protocol was initiated, and the Sparks Police Department is the lead agency at this time, coordinating the investigation with members of the Washoe County Sheriff's Office and members of the Reno Police Department. The initial information, as we released earlier, is that a total of 7 law enforcement personnel on scene were involved directly in the officer-involved shooting. 1 officer from the Sparks Police Department, 3 deputies from the Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and 3 police officers from the Reno Police Department are involved, for a total of 7 law enforcement personnel involved. Those individuals have been placed on a routine administrative leave pending the outcome of this investigation. At the conclusion of this investigation, the complete investigation will be turned over to the Washoe County District Attorney's Office at that time. That is all the information I have at this time, and I will take a few questions and see if I can answer them, but at this time, that's all the information I have at this time.